The late 15th century marked a cataclysmic turning point for South America. In 1492, Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Caribbean heralded the beginning of European colonization, soon extending its brutal reach across the continent. Driven by insatiable desires for gold, land, and the expansion of their empires, Spanish and Portuguese conquistadors like Francisco Pizarro and Pedro Alvarez Cabral descended upon ancient civilizations. They encountered vibrant, complex societies, the Inca, the Tupi, the Mapuche, and countless others rich in culture and knowledge. But this encounter was not one of peaceful exchange. It was an invasion. The Europeans brought with them not just advanced weaponry and unfamiliar diseases like smallpox, which decimated indigenous populations at an unimaginable rate, but also a ruthless ideology of conquest. Millions perished from illness, forced labor, and direct violence. The exact numbers are staggering and debated, but historians estimate that within a century of contact, indigenous populations plummeted by as much as 90% in some regions. This wasn't just warfare, it was systematic subjugation. Horrific massacres became a grim hallmark of the conquest. Indigenous communities were brutalized, their leaders executed, and their spiritual practices suppressed. The infamous Potosi silver mines, for example, became a death trap for countless enslaved natives forced into backbreaking labor under inhumane conditions. The transatlantic slave trade also brought millions of Africans to the continent, further compounding the suffering and exploitation. Yet the native South Americans did not surrender without a fight. From the fierce resistance of the Mapuche in Chile, who successfully held off Spanish incursions for centuries, to the Inca rebellions led by figures like Tupac Amaru II, indigenous peoples bravely defended their lands, cultures, and freedom. They employed guerrilla tactics, formed alliances, and fought with incredible resilience against overwhelming odds. Their struggle, though often ultimately suppressed, stands as a testament to their enduring spirit in the face of unimaginable brutality. This era, beginning in the late 1400s and continuing for centuries, fundamentally reshaped the continent, leaving a legacy of both immense suffering and profound cultural resilience.